running routes out there and doing things that we haven't seen before?
Oh, I wouldn't say weird is awkward. Maybe the first practice, but it's 1 in 90 trying to make the team, and he has improved. It's all new for him, but Tyler Bowen is doing a good job with our tight ends as a whole. O'Shaughnessy and Ellison in particular are. If you watch the video last year and watch him practice now, it's night and day. Those guys have really improved, and that position's trending upward. They're doing a nice job.
Before Tim signed, was Tyler Bowen, did you call him Tebow? So do you actually have two Tebows on the field, on the team?
I actually walked down the hallway and I heard someone call him that, Tebow or something like that. I said, what was that? And so I guess that's a nickname. I'm not sure if they're changing that or whatever. I let more important people make those decisions.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go to D-Rock and then Cole.
Urban, you've talked before about how important the sports performance stuff is here, but you haven't hired anybody to replace Chris Doyle yet. I'm wondering, is that in the plan anytime soon, or are you going to kind of go without one this year?
Yeah, at this point, I think we're going to stand pat. I've watched it very closely. Obviously, that's an area that, I know, Mike, we've been, followed each other for a long time. That's something that's been A1A with Mickey Marotti and the training staff, but these guys have been phenomenal. So that's an evaluation every day. At this point, I'd grade our guys an A+, and not I grade them, but the players do at the end of the day. And so as of right now, we're standing pat.
Okay, and I have a quick Tebow follow-up. What is the plan for him? Is the plan for him to just be strictly a tight end, or is your plan for him to kind of do a lot of stuff, wildcat quarterback, carry the ball short yardage, that kind of stuff?
I think it's one step at a time and see what happens. I think before you start having those conversations, you got to feel where he's at in the depth chart, et cetera. So obviously it's only been a couple of days, so we have not had that conversation as an offense yet, offensive staff.
Thank you.
Thanks, D-Rock. Let's go to Cole and then Mia. All right, we're going to skip Cole and go straight to Mia.
Hi, Urban. I know during rookie camp, Trevor was definitely on a pitch count, and you had alluded to hopefully by mini camp he wouldn't be. What's kind of the status in terms of how you're dividing up the quarterback reps and how Trevor is doing with obviously a full team around him? Yeah,
he had a great day yesterday, okay day today. But I just talked to Coach Schott because I knew he'd be asked that question. I just want to give you the right answer, and that is that he's not necessarily on a pitch count. They monitor every throw, and if there's anything they have to adjust, they will. And it's been full speed ahead since the last 2-3 practices. So I don't want to say he's off a pitch count because they're monitoring every throw. But when you have 3 quarterbacks, 4 quarterbacks, he's not getting overused right now. We just on an hour and a half practice, you just don't get really enough throws.
And you mentioned he had a good day yesterday, okay day today. What maybe did you see yesterday that you didn't see today?
Well, a big reason it was red zone emphasis, and that's obviously a very hard area of the field. The field changes, especially against NFL talent all over the field, and defense had the upper hand today. It wasn't just him. So just new area of the field, which is why you spend so much time down there practicing. Completely different game. Very accurate yesterday. Today was just we all struggled, not just him, offensively.
Awesome. Thanks, Urban.
Yep.
Thanks, Mia. Let's go to John Shipley and then Gene Fournette.
Hey, Urban, can you talk a little bit about Chris Manhertz and just what you've seen on him, what you've seen from him while he's on the field or in the building?
Yeah, he was a guy that we ID'd early in the free agent process. You say, okay, how do you help a young quarterback? Number one is have a solid running game, and we had him as one of the top 2 to 3 blocking tight ends in the NFL. He's a guy that didn't play high school or didn't play college football, so his football is ahead of him. We think he can be a functional receiver as well. But he's highly respected throughout the NFL as a blocker. We talked to people who've gone against him. We've talked to people that coached him, and he's even been better than advertised it since he's been here. So that was the number one reason, is to be able to extend the line of scrimmage, which helps a young quarterback. And that was the reason, and we went and got him, and couldn't be happier to have him.
Thanks, Urban.
Thanks, John. All right, let's finish up with Gene Fournette. Go ahead, Gene. You're good.
Hey, Herb, obviously, with all that's been going on with the NFLPA this offseason, a little bit, some players want to have a de-emphasis on participation OTAs. For you in this situation, how critical is this part, and how do you see this team coming together in this very early process?
Well, first of all, I respect the PA, and we try to do the very best we can by them. You know, for example, we had a chance to go 4 OTAs this week. We did 3. You know, we're trying to do right by the players. I have a group of players that we visit with constantly. To answer your question, if you didn't have this as a new staff, I can't imagine even, you know, you'd have to just push forward and start in August on the field. So I'm grateful they're here. I believe we're 100%, and they're hungry. They want to learn the offenses, and they, I think, trust the coaching staff and support staff that we're doing right by them. So to answer your question, I can't imagine.
Okay. As a follow-up, how would you assess the cohesion, the camaraderie, you know, all those things that you look for in early on, as you did in spring practice with college, the same thing. But you've got so many new guys out here, something like 40 something new guys out here. How critical is it? How does it look to you so far?
I'm not talking about execution at all, because obviously that wasn't very good today in the red zone, but that's not what the question is. Gene, I look at, if you said in January, what would be your ideal vision of what the team looked like in what is May? And once again, I'm not talking about execution. I'm just talking about camaraderie, ownership, work ethic, sports performance, changing bodies, health of players. You know, I'd grade it an A+. I can't be more happy with, everybody talks about the draft and free agency. I'm not going to let people forget there's a great core group of players in the Jaguars organization that want to win. And it's our coach's job to give them an opportunity to win. So they're all here. They all enjoy being around each other. They enjoy being around the staff. And it's been really good.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Coach, for your time. That's all.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Brandon Linder's coming immediately next. So if you have a question for Brandon, go ahead and raise your hand.
Me too.
You have another one? Yeah, one for
Yeah,
Brandon.
here we. And please remember your mic is on.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Can you hear me?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can.
Awesome. We're so glad you're here. We're going to get started with Mia O'Brien and then John Reed.
Hi, Brandon. Hope all is well. Just curious what your take has been on some of the newcomers. I know obviously Walker being the youngest of the guys, but then also seeing a guy like Ben Bartch that obviously didn't have OTAs last year, where you see him now.
Yeah, I mean, both those guys. Well, Walker, haven't had too much time with him, but I mean, he's been coming in, soaking all the information up, and he's looked good going through drills. You know, getting better every day. And Ben Bartch, he's came back in great shape. Same thing, he's looked good as well. And both those guys, you know, coming to work every day, you know, want to get better. So it's been good to see.
And speaking of young players, what has your relationship been so far with Trevor Lawrence?
I haven't had too much, you know, we haven't had too much conversation yet, just a little bit. And on the field, hasn't been too much, but the kid's won everywhere he's been, and I mean, he throws a damn good ball that I've seen out there. But hey, I'm excited. I know he's excited. His whole team's excited. So, you know, he seems good.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Hope the fishing went well this offseason.
Yeah, it did.
Thanks, Mia. Let's go to John Reed and then Cole Pepper.
Having some internet issues. Can you
Go ahead.
hear me? Yeah. Brandon, can you just talk about just the difference that you see? I mean, all you guys had 100% attendance for these OTAs, and just it seems like things are more up tempo as far as like your practice. You know, even though it's a OTA practice, but seems like things are more up tempo and look like the guys in shape and all that. But just what are some of the differences that you see so far with Urban Meyer?
I mean, the difference, we're changing the culture here, that's for sure. He's been giving us everything that we need to succeed, and we haven't had that around here in a while. But he asks it from us when we get on that field, and that's what we've been doing. We've been putting in work, and it's been good, and everyone's been trusting the process and buying into the culture.
Just a quick follow-up from the corner of your eye, man. What have you seen from a guy like Tim Tebow so far?
Yeah, no, Tim's come in. I mean, he's been great as well. He's got a lot of experiences, that are different from other players. So, you can ask him questions and learn from that. But again, I haven't seen too much on the field. But hey, if he can help us, so be it. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, thank you, John. Let's go to Cole and then Mark Long.
Hey, Brandon, what can you do this time of year to develop that center quarterback relationship that you had a great relationship with Blake? How do you develop that with Trevor?
I mean, I think that's just repetition. That just happens over time and getting reps with the kid. I mean, that's pretty much how that happens.
All right, thanks, Cole.
I was just going to say, as a follow-up, is there anything from beyond just quarterback center football relationship that you try to develop? You try to develop something, build trust otherwise, or is it just about what happens on the field?
No, I mean, of course, yeah, you're trying to build trust outside the building. I mean, that's how you create a relationship. So I'm sure we'll be hanging out. We do offensive line dinners at my house and stuff. So, and that's just going to happen organically over time.
All right, thanks, Cole. Let's go to Mark Long and then John Shipley.
Hey, Brandon. Just curious, Urban's made it pretty clear that he sees a lot in this offensive line, but he needs to play better. Has he made that? Has he been that blunt to you guys? And what was the response from a pretty experienced group at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we got everyone back. We got our coach back, Warhop. Everyone's excited. And that room, we truly love each other, and we truly are friends. We hang out outside the building. So we're excited. I mean, we're ready to turn it up, and it's gonna be a fun year.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go to John Shipley, then we'll do D-Rock and Gene.
Brandon, just out of curiosity, is there any way you could clue us in on Cam wearing his jersey backwards?
No, I mean, I think he just wants his name right there. I don't think there's too much to look into.
Yeah, I've been wondering since I saw it. And then just a follow up. Just what can you say about the importance of having Coach Warhop back there? I know you've been with him for a few years now. But what does it mean to have him really back again? Yeah,
I mean, it's great. It's always nice to build a relationship with a coach, and not changing over every year, having to learn from a new coach. Everyone's got different techniques and stuff, and I mean, Warhop truly cares about us, not only as football players but men outside of this building, and so we are all excited to have him back. And it's nice, we have a relationship with him, and now it's just going to keep building.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, let's go to D-Rock and then a quick switch to Gene.
There we go. Sorry, Brandon. I'm just curious, a minute ago you said that the Urban Meyer's giving you guys everything you guys need to succeed, but that hasn't happened around here for a while. Could you just give us an example of some of the things that are happening now that maybe didn't happen before, some of the things that you're getting now that you didn't get before?
Yeah, I mean, it's just on the performance side, dry needling, cupping, all the different therapies, activation stuff, equipment, that kind of stuff. I mean, we got a couple new facilities going up, and then the food, the food's been better, nutrition, all these different shakes and whatnot. So, I mean, it's just we have more at our hands now to succeed and to, help us show our potential on the field, show our value.
And that kind of makes you guys feel, I guess, pampered or special in a way? You know, when you're getting.
No, I
the
don't think
extra
pampered
treatment
or
and stuff?
special. I think we're the ones on the field making this thing go. So,
Right.
you know.
But he's treating you guys, you know, he's giving you the best that he can give you.
Correct,
I mean,
but then
that's
we got to
gotta
give it
make
back. We got to give it back when we get on the field. That's the whole thing, right? I mean, you know, we're getting everything we need, but when we step on that field, we got to exhaust all efforts.
Yeah, pampered was a bad word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, Gene, why don't you bring us home?
Hey, Brandon, you've been through so many of these OTA portions with the Jaguars before. Is it too early, or can you get some sort of vibe of how things are in terms of the team coming together, the camaraderie, even though we're only in the middle of May? Does it feel like it's a different vibe from past OTAs in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, just 1 week in, it's completely different. Everyone's upbeat. Everyone's bringing juice, bringing energy, happy to be here. And we're just putting in work, you know, trying to build that cohesion as a team and, you know, find and create our identity.
Well, as a follow-up to that, was it not quite to that level before? I mean, because everybody talks optimistically in May, right?
Of course. No, it's just a different culture. It's just a new beginning, right? New coaching staff, new everything. So it feels new.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Gene. Thanks, Brandon. You're
Thank
all done.
you.
Appreciate your time today, Brandon.